recent rain can damage more than just your home.
Floodwaters in the French Quarter spelled a disaster that would have been felt for decades. But
repair shops are getting slammed with flooded out cars.
Great startup, lots of pep. Looks like a used car that would be a good buy. Well, maybe you should look again.
These vehicles were towed from areas in New Orleans that were...
Despite the insurance industry's efforts to keep Katrina-destroyed cars off the salvage market, officials say now is the time these cars may show up in your hometown. Bought cheap as salvage by dishonest dealers, cleaned up and turned around with their flood damage history illegally hidden.
I was detailing vehicles that were brought in from out of state to be cleaned. During the process, I found many of these vehicles with visible mold growing in areas that needed attention but were not approved for repairs by the vehicle's owners. I saw these vehicles roll off my service center needing extensive repairs. The vehicle owners only wanted to get them on the market to turn quick profits. I wanted to share these facts and bring awareness about these practices by some of the vehicle salvage systems so you, the general public, and reporting companies would become more knowledgeable and concerned about consumer vehicle environmental health. Also, be aware that manufacturing defects do take place, and even in new cars may develop moisture and mold issues that never become visible to the owner.
Fortunately, flood damage is covered under the comprehensive portion of an auto insurance policy. Unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of flooded cars that are going to be finding their way into used car lots around the country.
To avoid being victimized by flood vehicle fraud, check the car for water stains, mildew, sand or silt in places where it wouldn't normally be found. Look for rust on screws and check the seats and door panels for fading. The most important thing you can do, they say, check for flood damage.
We just want to make sure that there's no contamination for a sign that this vehicle was underwater.
And some more information from the Better Business Bureau. Most water damaged vehicles wind up at car auctions instead of the large dealerships.
Do you own a used vehicle? Tens of thousands of cars on the road have been improperly cleaned up after a flood or natural disaster, only to be put back into the used car market for resale. Many states don't require them to be identified as flood vehicles, only salvaged, something your vehicle reports may not be able to tell you. Mold sickness and illness have been linked to lung damage, brain damage, cancer, and even death. So get tested with Smart Air today and get the answers you deserve. It's easy, quick, and can simply save your life.